So we're back. We are going to talk a little bit about the photographs in week 6. At the end of the episode, which 2 great Skypes. Maybe we should talk a little bit about some of these Skypes. But at the end, I show traditionally, the big reveal. What do I look like? So from week 1, October 12th to November 22nd, big change. And then I thought, well, let's take a look at week 4 to week 6 and see what the change is. So it's November 8th to November 22nd. And that change is more significant looking than the change from week 1. And of course, Will Kemp has coined the new phrase, it's the deflated balloon effect. So how do you explain that? I mean, is that the metabolism is finally kicked in?
I think that's a great visual illustration of the cumulative effect of fat loss. We must remember, once again, we're back to this theme: fat loss, not weight loss, body composition change. It takes time, it's cumulative. Body fat reduction is an overall body process. We cannot spot reduce an area, as we know. So as this is happening, it's an, again, overall body process built on a cumulative effect of increasing your metabolism slowly by the way you're eating, by the muscle you're building, and all these things you're doing correctly. So yeah, and so it takes a while, you don't see much, and then all of a sudden you'll see it a little quicker, then it might lag a little bit, and then a little quicker, then eventually probably about 16 weeks into it, it should be more continual. But that's why, I mean, in general, that's why I would say that's happening. So,
essentially what I saw is that my body, and everybody's body is different, is I was packing a lot of my fat on my back. So when people would see me from the front, they would go like, oh, yeah, but I have a backpack of fat that I'm carrying, and especially here in the love handles and around the kidneys, and the fat sort of cut into the love handles and made them look like literally two basketballs stuck underneath the skin. And then on the 22nd, that big look is gone.
Start to go, yeah. So again, it's a good message to everyone who is striving for this and following along, that you can't get too depressed or too overcritical of these intermittent and beginning pictures, because you never know when that next step's going to happen. It's kind of like that analogy they show of the guy that sometimes you see this where he's digging and they show that keeps digging, and then the end is actually right here. He can't see it and he stops right here and gives up. In other words, just you got to keep going, because you never know when that next jump's going to be. But if you flip, if you try a different program, if you bail, you'll never get over that hump. And you're starting to get to that first kind of level of hump. Now, there's obviously more levels to go, but you can't get there before you get here, right? You can't. The only way you can get there is through repetition and doing those things you're doing to get your metabolism going. You can't skip that step.
Well, and that's what I'm finding, because just 2 to 3 weeks in, I was talking to you about all the different media that was coming in from me from different areas, and I wasn't getting the results that I thought I was going to get. And 2 weeks, when you're looking at the scale, when you're looking at pictures and you're looking at your pants and you're just waiting for something to happen,
it's tough.
And nothing happens, and then you keep on telling me it's like you were reminding me that we're building momentum. And I think that's something that even some of our subscribers are struggling with that have started out. Is that you've got to wait for that momentum to kick in.
This system, the reason why it's a harder sell is because, if I sit down with you and I say, look, you're going to work really, really hard, you're going to be really rigid on your nutrition and stuff, and you're not going to see anything for like 12 weeks. That is not a good sales pitch.
No.
But it's reality. Versus if I say, in 30 days you're going to drop 6, pant sizes or whatever stupid things they sell. So my point is with that though, you have to go into it understanding that, so you can execute for the long term. So it's a really good, notion. So again, just as encouragement out there for all of you to, understand that you're creating that momentum and building that you will reap those rewards into the process. No question. But you cannot skip this step. You cannot jump it to get there.
Right. And the Skypes help.
Good.
Even though I'm working with you remotely most of the time, and thank goodness I'll be here all week. But the thing is that that motivation that those little nuggets of truth that you send me through Facebook really do get me past that hurdle, and there are many hurdles ahead.
Yeah, it is. And because the other thing, like I've talked with some of my people recently, is the notion that, you know, the ability to be able to do the same thing over and over and over again, because that's really where it's at, and that's where this game is really won, is the ability to do that from the workout standpoint, from the nutrition standpoint, kind of over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And as humans, we have short attention spans, shorter now than ever because of everything. So it's you really got to, you know, buy into it and understand it and be willing to do so, and then you can get those results. But it's all connected with that. But there's a patience you need, but there's also that consistency of the same stuff.
Right. So there it is. It's the same thing over and over again, and we'll see you again.
Over and over again.
Over and over again. Probably dressed in the same clothing. So, oh, we forgot to blow it up. So we gotta.